Armchairing with Bruce Maro on the One Podcast Network.
Hey, come back everybody to Armchairing. I'm your host, Bruce Maro. I am back after a couple of weeks off. There was the Thanksgiving week. Spent some time with the mother. The mother flew to Florida. Spent some time with her. My sister was working. My other sister was working. Brother-in-law was working. So it was only me and my mother. Don't have enough friends to invite to come here to Florida. It was a nice dinner. I forgot my cranberry sauce. When I went to my mother's home, I forgot my cranberry sauce. I was pissed. But when I came back here, I ate some. I like eating turkey with cranberry sauce. So I do not like gravy. I think that's nasty. So sorry for the other gravy fans or gravy people. So welcome to another edition of Armchairing. Tonight we're gonna be talking about college football. Um, 12 teams were selected or chosen. We're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna mention a little bit about the teams that missed on it. And should those teams have made it, or I don't know. We're gonna talk about WNBA. Bruce loves his WNBA. Valkyries finally have their roster. Some players. I can't. Some of those players they chose. I'm scratching my head why the teams let them go or did not protect them. So, like Liberty, for example, like Fever. So we talk about that, and we're gonna talk about Time Magazine, Athlete of the Year, Caitlin Club. Gonna talk about what she said in the interview. We're gonna talk about the NBA Cup Emirates, the tournament that the NBA created so that NBA players be interested in playing basketball for a job that they getting paid for. So yeah, right now they playing right now. Thank you, dear Alice. Welcome to the show. And thank you for subscribing. And hopefully one day I'll put you on the show and I'll probably interview you, man. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So, first topic, college football. College football. I was not a fan when I first moved to the state. I thought that was like, that's what a waste of time, college football. And then I went to University of Florida. Yes, go Gator. Went to University of Florida. That's when we had Cam Newton. And Cam Newton was kicked out of the team. And we had Chris Leak and Tim Tebow. So yeah, that was my time in college. So 12 teams were selected. And when I look at my bracket, I'm going to put it on the screen. Well, I'm not technology savvy yet to put it on the screen myself. So I have it on my screen. And the first two teams we're going to discuss is Clemson against Texas. I watched Clemson against Georgia in the first game of the year, and I saw Georgia destroy Clemson. And I was like, oh, Double Sweeney. The talker, the savant, was complaining about the NIL. He's not going to win a championship soon or get in a bowl for some time. And surprisingly, the they finished strong, and their record was 10-3, and they 1-2 versus AP top 25 teams. And Texas, for some time, I think they were the number one in the nation, number one in the nation, and they're 4-2 versus AP top 25 team. So Clemson against Texas. This game will be Saturday, December 21st at 4 p.m. I think Longhorns gonna win this game. Even though I don't trust Sarkisian, especially I was living in California when he was the coach at USC. So went to Alabama, maybe change his style. So I think everybody's picking Texas. I think Texas should win because of their run defense, but I don't know. The quarterback is, I know he was hurt during the season, and Archie Manning came on. So I think Texas is gonna win and this game, and they lost to Georgia in the SEC championship, and that's why they are the fifth seed in the college bracket playoff. Um, so they should be good enough to beat Clemson. And I see other places like on ESPN that they favorite to win by 12 points, something like that. So I don't know if it's gonna be if they're gonna win by that much, but I think Texas should win this game. And if they win this game, they're gonna play Arizona State, and Arizona State for the Peach Bowl, and it's gonna be on January 1st, New Year. So I think Arizona State got a bye because they were the fourth seed. That's a nice story. That's a nice story, but I don't know if they can beat Texas. So I'm picking Texas over uh, over the Sun Devils. Sun Devils, even though I went to that school too. When I was doing graduate school, I went to that school um, to win in the quarterfinals. Uh, so the next game in the first round is Tennessee versus Ohio State. So a lot of people are gonna pick um, Tennessee. I'm sorry, not Tennessee, Ohio State because of the name. Ohio State is very talented. I watched them play this season. I don't know how they lose to Michigan. I know. I guess it was a rivalry, rivalry. Okay, don't mind my pronunciation. Uh, they very talented, but I don't know about the coach. So I think Ohio State gonna win because the quarterback of Ohio State, Will Howard, I think he has more experience than Tennessee. Um, they have everything they could win. They could win the playoff, but for some reason, um, the offensive line is crazy. I know they not. I think they lost two starters recently. So I'm not underestimating Tennessee, but I think Ohio State should win. Um, yeah, so I think Ohio State beat Tennessee, and Ohio State is gonna meet Oregon. Ooh, Oregon, Oregon, who's number one in the nation. They had a bye, and the quarterback is the Heisman uh, nominee. What's his name? I have his name here. I didn't watch Oregon this season. Dylan Gabriel. So Oregon is gonna win, I think, because they can score and their defense can show up in big games. So because of the offensive line of Ohio State is troublesome, they might be good enough to beat Tennessee because the game is going to be in Ohio. So I think Buckeyes beat Tennessee, but they're going to lose to Oregon in the quarterfinal. Let's see who's next. SMU versus Penn State. Ooh, SMU, another team that has Heisman. No, that's not SMU. I'm confusing with Boise State. SMU. I mean, they had a good season. They had a good season from. I didn't watch them play this season, but from highlights that I've seen, they had a good season and they beat some tough teams. They were 2-1 versus top 25 teams, and Penn State was 1-2. Penn State is favored by 6 in some places. So the advantage that SMU has is Kevin Jennings is a decent quarterback, and he has the confidence that he has can propel SMU to win. But and they had a nice schedule too, ACC schedule. ACC I think is down in football, college football. So Kevin Jennings is decent. So I think he could pull through against Penn State. But I don't know. That's gonna happen. I think Penn State's gonna win. And I think Penn State is gonna play Boise State. Boise State is the team that has the Heisman nominee. Heisman nominee, which is Ashton Genty. Ashton Genty. So they might play Boise State at the Fiesta Bowl, the quarterfinals, and I'm picking. Wow. Ooh man. I am picking because Boise State has only one player, and Penn State is a team. I'm picking Penn State. That would be an upset. Okay, that would be an upset. The next game is Indiana versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame. I mean, it's gonna be Indiana, but it's gonna be in North Bend. So I'm picking in Notre Dame, and Indiana had a good season. The coach of the year could be Indiana coach. But even though Notre Dame's schedule is a joke, but I'm not underestimating Notre Dame. I'm not underestimating Notre Dame because Indiana, I mean, they had a nice season. It was funny. I mean, could be on Disney Channel. But they practically didn't beat anybody. And they lost against the top 25 team they played against. And Notre Dame was 4-0 versus AP top 25. So Indiana defense is not that good. So I'm picking Notre Dame. And Notre Dame, if they win, they're going to meet Georgia in the quarterfinals. The SEC champ. They beat Texas. So, but Georgia has an issue. The starting quarterback, Carson Beck, is hurt. He's out indefinitely. So, and even when he was playing, he was shaky to me. So, the backup, Stockton, I mean, he did well in the he rallied the team in the championship game, but I don't think he has enough experience. So I'm picking an upset. I'm picking Notre Dame over Georgia in the quarterfinals. So quarterfinals, we have uh, Texas winning. They're gonna meet Oregon in the semifinals. Ooh, Texas versus Oregon in the semifinals. Oh man. For some reason, I think Texas will beat Oregon because wow, because the defense of Texas is, I think, is better than Oregon defense. So I'm picking Texas over Oregon in the semifinals. The first semifinal. Second semifinals, we're gonna have Penn State versus Notre Dame. Ooh, Penn State versus Notre Dame. Oh man, I am picking Penn State. I don't trust Notre Dame because they have their reschedule. So it's gonna be, in my opinion, Penn State versus Penn State versus Penn State versus Texas in the for the championship, and I'm picking Texas to win the championship. But it will depend on Queen Ewers. But because I believe the Texas defense is crazy good, so here's my pick: Texas for winning college football, and that game will be January 20th at 7:30 p.m. Stay tuned. We might discuss it again if I remember. Get it? Okay. Now let's talk about the Heisman. Heisman, which is this upcoming Saturday, and there's four people for the Heisman. There's I mentioned two of them. There's Dylan Grabio, which is the quarterback of Oregon. He had a good season. The team was undefeated. He had 41 touchdowns. You know, I mean, not 41 touchdowns. That's not his. Yeah, 41 touchdowns in 12 games. Uh, no, not 41 touchdowns. 35 touchdowns. I'm sorry. 35 touchdowns, 3,750 yards. Won the Big Ten championship. Won the number one seed. So that's a good resume to win the Heisman. But will he win the Heisman? There's Kim Ward, the quarterback of Miami. Miami sucked for a bunch of years. But Kim Ward, I think he was a transfer. He transferred from Washington State, went to Miami. Miami was doing well this season until they lost two stupid games in November. And that's why they're not in the college playoff. I mean, they're better than they were the year before. I mean, last season they were 7-6. This season they're 10-2. They're 10-2. And they lead the nation in scoring. So that's a good resume to win the Heisman. But will Kim Ward win the Heisman? The third one is Ashton Jintai or John T. He's leading the nation in rushing yards. Boise State running back. People said he was a video game player. I mean, the last time I thought that was a player that was video game was what's the running back from USC? They took his Heisman. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Oh man, I'm seeing his face. I forgot his name. Oh man. Liddell White was his backup or something. Oh my God, I forgot his name. He was drafted by USC. So that was the last guy I thought that was a video game. USC running back. I forgot his name. Matt Leinart was his quarterback. Oh my God, I forgot his name. Wow, I know him. Oh man, I forgot his name. So he had a fantastic season. His team finished 12-1, and they won the Mountain West Championship. He had 29 touchdowns and 2,497 yards. 97 yards. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. And the guy who's behind him only had, I'm saying only, 1,660 yards. 1,660 yards. Wow. That's 837 yards behind Genty. So, I mean, he has a good case to, I mean, his team is 12-1. 12-1. So, compared to those two that I said, Ward and Gabriel, I mean, he has a better chance to win the Heisman to me. But there's another guy. His team is not even in the college playoff, but he's been hyped like the one of the greatest college player of all time, football player of all time, Travis Hunter. He plays offense and he plays defense. Two-way player. Michigan, I remember Shaw Woodson. He was a two-way player, and he won the Heisman in '97. But Shaw Woodson is better to me than Travis Hunter, and he had more an impact to me than Travis Hunter. But so he's the favorite for everybody. No, I mean, a lot of people on TV, they like Dion. They friends with Dion. I was watching Shannon Sharp podcast, the one he has with Chad Johnson, Uchosinko. I think it's called Nightcap. He was saying that Travis Hunter is the favorite. I know Shannon Sharp is good friends with Deion Sanders. So, I mean, I watched Colorado play this season. I mean, I could see him winning it, but it's gonna be tough. I don't know who's gonna win between. I think it's between that running back from Boise State and Travis Hunter. But Travis Hunter gained momentum the last game, the last couple of games. So, but losing that game, they lost. I think they lost to Kentucky or somebody like that. I don't remember the exact team they lost to. Kansas or Kentucky. Uh, that's why they're not in the college playoff. So that's gonna count against him. I mean, Genty, his team is 12-1, won the Mountain Championship, the Mountain West Championship, and in the college playoff. So I could see Boise State running back winning it. I mean, Travis Hunter winning it would not surprise me, but I could see the running back winning it. So hopefully, college playoff, it's awesome. There's no blowout, and I'm gonna watch a couple of games. I'm not gonna sit and watch blowouts. Okay, so